Okay guys, good morning. Here we go. This is going to be a serious video, guys, right? I'll be introducing to you or showing you two channels that I think you should visit, like and subscribe to. One is a small channel, Thomas Chester's, and the other is the bricklayer channel, the traditional bricklayer. Okay, two different types of channels. What am I doing on the internet? Why am I here speaking to you? You know it's not to make money. I won't take money off you. Those of you who've emailed me and asking me to take money know that I've refused. I've said, find your local branch, give it to your branch, use money to buy leaflets for them, okay? I don't want your money. I want your hearts and souls to buy in to the battle to save our country. Yeah? Now, I want to talk to you about internet warfare. Yeah? Thomas Chester, let's go look at his channel. Bear with me. There's Thomas, young guy, patriot, good content. He's got 1,000 subscribers. Yeah? How many subscribers have I got these days? About 5,000, 5,200. I've come an incredible distance in a short time, 5 months, thanks to sites like Freedom Dad 73 over in Ulster and Dinobane in this country. There, I mentioned his name. Okay, so I've managed to get up to 5,000 subscribers. This channel, my channel, if you like, our channel, needs to grow. And I mean, not 10, 12,000. We've got to get this channel up into the hundreds of thousands. Same applies to Dinobane, Vindicator, the Gobster, even young Thomas, okay? We've got to get our channels to grow so that we can reach everybody, or as many as we possibly can in the United Kingdom. How do you do it? When you go to young Thomas, right, the way the YouTube algorithm works is this. If you go there and just click a like and leave, that does the channel no favors at all. Absolutely no favors at all. It records how long you watch the video. If you watch the video in full, YouTube says, oh, this channel, this video is worth watching. People liked it, yeah? And it'll show it to some more people. If you click a like, that reinforces support for the channel in the algorithm. If you engage in comments beneath the video, that encourages the algorithm to push it out to more people. So if you're a British patriot, Restore Britain, when you go watch a patriot's video, yeah, 15-20 minutes, watch it to the end, yeah? If you can't watch it to the end, just leave it up on your screen, come back and watch it when you can, okay? And leave a like, a subscribe and a comment. That will get it out to more people on the internet. Now, with regards to enemy sites, yeah, I don't care if they're big or small, right? Don't leave comments. Get a browser such as Brave, if you have a PC. Enable the dislikes function. You can do that, yeah? It's an extension you can add, so you can see the number of likes, dislikes on the channel. Press a dislike. If you go onto the channel, just press a dislike. In fact, go over there to their channels, immediately press a dislike and then come straight out. Don't leave a comment saying you're a bunch of tosspots or so-and said this, so-and said that. Don't engage. YouTube then will see the dislikes. It will see that people are not staying to watch it, and it will not promote their videos. Now, there was some talk over on the Vindicator last night talking about people punching down, yeah? Big channels shouldn't attack small channels. We attack small channels. I attack small channels. I am proactive. I don't want their channels to grow. I want to stamp them out, disillusion their creators so that they walk away from it and can't spread their poison. Yeah? Dirty? Possibly. But you've got to be ruthless if we're going to win this war. Now, people like PT and our enemy, yeah? Much bigger channels than me. People have said, oh, the Benidorm Bob Benny Dome Barrow Boy was punching down by attacking me. I don't care how big he is. I'll cut him off at the nuts. I punch up. He can punch down. I don't care. If I was him, I'd be doing everything I could to get me shut down. Yeah, this is not a nice war, and you're going to find that out when you go out on the streets. Street activity is going to be something else that I'm going to need to talk to you about. We need to toughen up. We really do. And we need to recruit young men, young fighting age men, because they've already got them. Now let's have a listen to what young Thomas has to say.
This afternoon you will have seen a flurry of new polls demonstrating Rupert Lowe's personal approval ratings in comparison with other party leaders in the UK. And in this video I kind of just wanted to take the time to talk about how much progress Restore have made and kind of why I think they've been able to grow this quickly. I mean, especially in comparison with Reform. I mean, Reform were, you know, a record-breaking party. They kind of came out of almost nowhere and kind of broke the mold, so to speak. But I would argue that Restore are growing so much faster than Reform are, especially since that Reform were already an established party way before they started to see the...
Okay, time is tight, right? That's all the time I've got to show you, because we've got to move on and I've got a lot to do. I'm very proactive and aggressive. You'll find that out. It's not enough now to go over to Thomas. You like, you subscribe, and you leave a comment encouraging him to carry on with his work, okay? And in the comments, leave a message. I'll call over there later on and say the green arrow sent you, yeah? Now, for every view that this video I'm putting out now has, there should be an equal number of the green arrow sent me over on young Thomas's channel. Okay, so let's do it. Go follow the link in the description, go over, leave a like, subscribe and a comment. The green arrow sent you. Now we'll move on to the bricklayer. Good luck Thomas. Okay guys, we're over now on the traditional bricklayer. This guy is absolutely brilliant. He tells it the way it is. He also talks about what it's like to be active on the streets. He'll talk about being in, if you like, the shield wall, the need to have trust in the person you stand with, the way you should behave in situations like the one he describes, yeah? Okay guys, this guy really knows what he's talking about. He really does. Let's watch a bit of it, okay? I've got so much to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all well. Had a conversation the other day with a DivNat. Interesting conversation. So, a Pakistani born man marries an English woman and has a baby in England. What nationality is that baby? So listening to him, he said, well, it's British. So I said, well, I'll use another example. What if two Pakistani man and Pakistani woman move to England, been living here 5 years and have a baby in England? What identity, what nationality is that baby? Comment below. Let me see what you think, because I have mine with ancestral heritage. Let me see what it is. But anyway, let's get on to the point of the video. So, people's emotions, people's concerns, people are vulnerable at the minute, and there seems to be a lot of people preying on that financially. It's a very viable market. So let's just go from the beginning. What I've seen with my eyes: Reform surged, £30 a membership, 100,000 members, say 300 grand there. Advance popped in, 40, 50,000 memberships, 10 ago, whatever, 50 grand, say 350 there. Now Restore come in, whatever they are, 20, 30 quid, 100,000 members, another 300 grand, that's 600 grand there. let alone the donations that reform have had from private businessmen and individuals who are invested. You're talking in the mills. So let's underplay it. Let's go 1.5 total now. Then you've got all the rallies what have been taking place since 2020, 23, 24, 25. The money raised from now is going up minimum, I don't know, that I guess, should we say 2 mil, round about that. Then you've got all the YouTubers. Now I know for a fact some of them taking 40, 50 grand, 10 grand, 6 grand, 3 grand. The main YouTubers, you know, a month. So then you're going up now, probably 2 3/4 mil. Then you've got the independent influencers coming on, you know, filming, going to all these protests, stirring up shit, you know, putting it, all their income, their revenue. So you are talking in the mills. So this is what I want to say. Where has all that money gone? Now let's take Restore out of that bunch, because Restore are privately financing a public inquiry into the gangs. I'd like to see more updates on that, you know, see where we're going with it. So let's take them, they're doing something. And he's also donating his money to charity each month there. But where's all the other money gone? Where's it gone? What organisations have been set up? What foundations? What charities? So has there been a charity set up for the white working class children who are academically behind at school and have been for the last 30 years? Has there been a charity set up for the winter fuel allowances? Has there been a charity set up for victims of the gangs, you know, giving them aftercare, psychological care, you know? Has there been charities set up for food banks, you know? So people who I've seen, vulnerable people who are giving money thinking they're doing good for their unborn grandkids or their grandkids, where is that money going? Now, I appreciate everyone's trying to do their bit, but I want to see more. And I understand people who do it full time, you should be paid, because your life changes, you know, it becomes under threat, a lot of slander online. But come on, if you're taking 40, 50 grand a month as a YouTuber and you're not putting nothing back in, what are you doing? And that's my grain with it all. Now, like I said, it's good that people are stepping forward, but nothing's been put back in. And I've had conversations with several of these YouTubers, and I'm talking about the main ones, you know, and they all, and I can't have it.
He makes a good point there. Today, this channel received its first payment from YouTube, £168. Told me they was going to send 169. How am I going to manage? You already know I paid out of my own pocket £100 donation to Restore Britain, and we've donated the rest of it to other people, Young Bob's Equipment, leaflets in Ireland, yeah. I'll put that money back in my wife's account, well, shared account, yeah, to keep her happy, that was owed. And I'll now donate in advance when I go down to Bridgend, if they are set up, I'll donate £100 there, yeah. And hopefully make enough money over the coming months to repay me next month. I've also pledged 1,000 leaflets to the Swansea branch, and I'll pay that out of my own limited money. And I pledge 1,000 leaflets to every single branch that is set up in Wales, yeah? Not because I've got a thing against the English are my brothers, but I've got to operate within my own locality, you know? There's one of the reasons I really want this channel to grow is so that I can raise money from ad revenue without asking you for money in memberships or super chats. I'd rather you give that money to your local branches, donate it directly to them. Yeah, if this channel grows, you know, I'll be able to fund the new equipment I need. Currently, this is how I'm connected to the internet. Let's hope I don't lose it. Tethered via my mobile phone. The internet where I live is so unreliable, and it's down again this morning. You don't know how frustrating it is to upload a video for 2 hours and you can't use your machine, and then it takes an hour to check it. That's another thing. Let me pause while I move forward to something that the traditional bricklayer has to say. I thought quite interesting.
A group of us are walking, we were confronted by a mob, and lo and behold, it turned out a bit physical, you know, and it was alright. It was even Steven, you know. Then all of a sudden, God blimey, within minutes, round the corner come another 12, 13. I'm standing there going, yes! Like, I look round, and some of these so-called people who tell you to stand, who call you lions, you know what they done to me? They fucking run. They left me and 4 others on our own. They run. Now, some of the ones who run were actually filming what we were doing, getting right under it, you know, fucking as a man, disgusting. Now, I've watched one of them people who are now platforming on social medias, and he done a podcast and he said, I can't stand people who just film and don't do anything. We're aware, because that's what he done with us. He'd rather see us get a kicking than jump in and help. So my thought on it is, if I'm telling you to stand, then I'm going to stand under all circumstances. And if I stand taking a kicking, that is it. Or if I'm stand verbally, boom, 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 it is what it is. That's what these people do, because it is all for likes, clicks and content. And like I said, it's amazing. I had this conversation with Simon off of Daily Agenda, and with Dino as well, another great.
Okay. I've been down with it. I've got down and dirty with the Reds. Yeah. If you see me wincing, it's now and again, it's my PC's overeating. I've got down and dirty with the Reds. It's not fun. I don't like violence. But I am prepared to use it in defence of my people and my country, and you should be the same. It's no good some of you saying, I condemn violence. We all condemn violence. I tell you who doesn't condemn violence, and that's our enemies. That's a part of their planned strategy, yeah? No platform, no debate, purely intimidation and violence. And if it comes to intimidation, you talk about Trafalgar Square, where all the newcomers are knelt praying. That's nothing to do with religion. That's intimidation. To show you, look how many of us there are. We can pray and block the streets of your capital city. It's designed to intimidate you. You know they are prepared to use violence, and you know how far they are prepared to go. This is no time now for weak men. You want strong, ruthless men. You want men like the traditional bricklayer, and you want people like me, hopefully younger, fitter people. But I could stand and watch the traditional bricklayer's back, yeah? He could do the heavy work, but I could guard his back while he's doing it. Now, what I would like you to do, go over to the traditional bricklayer, tell him the Green Arrow sends his regards, and ask him to promote this channel. The bricklayer doesn't know me from Adam. He hasn't got a clue who I am. We've never met. He knows nothing about my past. He doesn't know how genuine I am when I say the things that I say. I'm sure he'll find out in time. Tell him to give me a chance and promote this channel. It needs to grow. Okay? Let's go back to the bunker. That was, by the way, watch the bricklayer's video in full. absolutely inspiring. I got to be honest, this morning I was feeling a bit down after visiting some of the sites last night, and I thought, no boys, you're going to have to up your game. You don't know how dirty this is going to get, and it's going to get really dirty. People are going to be concerned about their safety. You will be doxed, yeah? The mailing list will get out there to the Reds. They'll get it, they'll get that information, which is why I've turned around and I've come out straight away and said, my name is Paul Morris. I live in Blaenau, South Wales, yeah? If they want to find me, they can find me. I'm on X as Paul Morris. I'm not on there that much, I only go up to post hours channels. Yeah, I use my real name. I'm putting it out there on the line. I don't expect you to go as far as I do, or to be as proactive as I am, or perhaps as we won't talk about that. Just do what you can. Support the channel, support people, the small channels, and promote them, help them grow, yeah, and support those who will fight for you. You've been listening to Paul Morris, the Green Arrow. See you on the next one. I've got to sort those girls out now, haven't they? They need punishing. One of you said that they've been very, very naughty and they deserve a good spanking. I don't know. See you on the next one, guys.